Hello, hope you're all right, and drop me a thumbs up or a like when you get here. Right, I'll just pull up the comments. There we go. Oh, that's the story. That's not it. There we go. Jolly good. Right, hopefully we'll get some more people joining in a minute. Hi, Lynn. I think it's just two of us at the minute. Just realised how much of a gap I've got on this side of the table. Hi, Alison. Yeah, so I thought I'd show you this is the card that I made for my blog post today. And the textured finish, I don't know how well you can see that. I'll lift it a bit close to the camera. But that was just scrunched up stamping tissue. Hi, Maxine. And then you can see the glitter glue on there, which gives a bit more texture. I think you can see the glitter glue on there anyway. Just, oh yeah, it's catching it. Yeah, I was quite pleased with how that turned out. It was a bit of an experiment, but hi, Bev. Yeah, so tonight I just want to talk through lots of different ways of making texture, and then maybe make a card. So there we go. I'll just give it a couple more. I think we've got 5 people watching now, so I'll just give it a couple more minutes, and then I'll get started. Okay. Yes, thank you. Hi, Dina. Yes, I think I've managed to clear away all the top secret stuff off the table that people shouldn't see yet. Yeah. I think I have. I hope I have. Yeah, pretty sure I have. Yes. Yeah, so if you hadn't already seen the post, oh, it looks like I've frozen on the screen there. I hope I haven't. No, don't know. Anyway, if you haven't already seen the post, the theme for the challenge this month, and we will be getting the winner of last month's challenge sorted very soon. Lynn, well, yeah, you know. Yes, the theme is texture. So I just thought I'd show you a few different ways of creating some texture. So this was the card from my blog post. Hi, Dominique. Hi, Caroline. And yeah, I've got a few more examples to show you. So this is just like a journal just made with book rings and some card. Yeah, it's very exciting, isn't it, Alison? And I put on some, it's like I think they're called art stones, that you can adhere and stick down, and they come in different sizes. So you get the tiny ones, which are these ones here, that look like sand, and then this, which is the larger ones here. Yeah, and I'm hoping that you can see this, because I'm getting comments coming up, but it looks, oh no, it's all right. Video's working now. Hi Sam, hi Kim. Yeah, so that's another form of texture. And then in here, not that one. I know where it is. It's on the back of here, look. So here's another lot of texture where I've used corrugated card on there, and some braid and some texture paste. Okay, so hopefully you can see that okay. I'm getting fair bit of lag on. I'm hoping you can see. There's not too much of a delay. Okay, I'll just carry on, and hopefully it'll all work. So that's another way of getting some texture on there, to use like different surfaces and different just things that make it tactile. Okay. This page, I just used, it's got quite shiny paints underneath, but then I used some texture paste on it. So texture paste is another way of getting texture. And so is fabric. So that is, these are much older stamps, but that was stamped onto a piece of fabric and painted with what they called, it's the Derwent colour block things. Bev's got some, and then this is some braid here as well. And then I did a bit of, that was embossed in gold onto a bit of stamping tissue and then stuck over the top. Okay. Yeah, so I thought we'd use some of those ideas tonight and make a card. I think I was thinking of maybe a journal page, but now I'm thinking a card tonight. So we'll start off with a piece of white card. Inktense, thank you, Alison. Alison knew what I was talking about. Right, and then I think we'll use some I am prepared, honestly. I'm just looking to see where I've put the stuff. I've got out my packet of here it is, it's here, catalyst cards. That's what I was thinking of. Catalyst cards, okay. So I thought I'd use some from Catalyst Cards Set 2. And I'd use some strips. I don't know if I've got any in this envelope that's like bits. No, I don't think I have. But we'll use one of those. So that's the black and white, the grayscale version. And then use this? No, I'm not going to use the same one. I think I'm going to use that one to go with it. Okay. Right, so I don't want to necessarily have straight edges with this. So I'm going to tear it, she says, and hope that I tear it in a reasonably straight line. Yeah, you can't make it up, can you? Do I know what I'm doing? Sort of. I think, yeah, you've got to have the right sort of adhesive. It's got to be thick enough that it doesn't soak into the fabric. Okay. Hi, Pauline. Yeah, so here I am. You've tuned in to watch me ripping some paper. Sorry. I think as well, tearing will get some texture as well. So that could probably be enough actually. Just do another one of these, another two of these. And besides the paper and catalyst card, I've also selected a few bits and bobs. So there's some lace. This is sort of more a braidy sort of thing. And then there's this lime green one as well, which is my favourite catalyst card from set 1 and 2. Oh, that's too hard, that is. See, yeah, there's lots of them that I love. This one's one of my favourites, but I've got, you know, got lots of favourites really. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do, she says, looking around the table, somewhere on here, I have got some matte medium in a pot. Excuse me a second. No, that's texture paste, so that's not it. This is ultra thick gel medium. This'll do. This'll do. Right. So this is Dina Wakley ultra thick gel medium. Okay. So I'm going to start laying on strips of, I think we'll have a bit of lace next. Oh, no, need a bit more on. There we go. No, going the other way round. I've just reminded myself I am going the other way round. Still not enough there. Okay, and I'll put a bit of the this one down. And maybe a bit of the green next, the green braid. bits off. Okay, a bit more. We'll have a bit of this one next. It's at this point I normally think, oh, what am I doing? Looks a mess. More of the green one. Ooh. A bit of a tape or something attached to it there. I'll put it this end on instead. No, need a bit more glue on. Okay. Hi Moira. It's lovely to have so many of you joining me. Okay. Then the last little bit. What I might do actually is put this on first, and then have a bit more of the lace, I think. I'll just there we go. Pop a bit more. Make sure that's stuck down. Okay. So at the moment, it looks okay, but it doesn't look great. But I'm just going to pop that one side to dry, and then I'll do a bit more. Okay. So, right. Next up, I'm going to choose what I want to put on in front of that. I'm just going to wipe the excess gel medium off my glass mat first, because otherwise I'll just stick to it, because I know what I'm like. Okay. Hi Moira. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go for a doodle stamp. Let's have a look at more recent ones. So either, I'll let you choose. Let's have either the Rainbow Birds or the Dandy Daisy. Yeah, I think if I look at the size, that's going to be the background. So I'm thinking the Dandy Daisy would be the right size to go onto that. So I think we'll go for Dandy Daisy. I know this was one that Bev was going to use last night, wasn't it, Bev? Yeah, so I think this will be good to use. I keep hoping, I've lost a stamp. I keep hoping that I pull a acrylic block out and it'll be there, but it's not at the minute. But never mind. Okay, and here's a scrap of card. I'm hoping that'll fit on there. Oh, perfect. Excellent. Yes, if you haven't seen Bev's live from YouTube last night, go and watch it because it is brilliant. I do tend to struggle with things that in black and white, but scrapbooking is something that I never really got into. I did a little bit, but it wasn't my favourite thing. But more recently, I'm sort of getting into it, but not in a photograph sort of way. Well, possibly in a photograph sort of way. So I'm thinking that I might do a bit of scrapbooking, using some photographs of places. And Lynn took me to a place that was a house, a ruined house, sort of all overgrown in the woodland, and the photos from that would be quite spectacular for using on scrapbooking type thing. But what I'll probably do is print them out on just normal copy paper sort of thing, and then use them sort of mixed media style like you would do a rice paper or whatever. That's what I'm thinking at the minute. You do need to find yours, Bev. It's probably having a party with mine that I've lost. Hidden away somewhere. I love this stamp. It is so pretty. Yes, Milkbank House. Thanks, Lynn. I was trying to remember what it was called. I'm having awful word finding problems at the moment. Had a friend came and stayed at the weekend, and there was all sorts that I was trying to remember. I've been messaging him ever since with, yeah, I remembered what that was called, and I remembered what that was, and I remembered who he was, and yeah, 24 hours after he's got home. Oh yeah, that's a great idea, Lynn. Thank you. Yes. Just trim that off. Hopefully you can see this all right, and I'm not going out of shot. I don't think I am. Oh yeah, it's so annoying when you lose little ones like that, isn't it, Alison? It's like I've lost the stamp that looks like that, but it's the small one. I've lost. That's one of the ones that I've lost recently. It could still be on this table somewhere. You never know. I need to have a really good tidy. I've got such exciting things to play with, and I just get distracted, you know. Who's saying it's the shock of me being a lefty? What's it? I tell you what. I mean, I'm sure most of you know that I broke my wrist in the autumn, and I've just about got full movement back now. This I can bend that way fairly well, but bending that way is not so good. There's certain things that it's like I struggle with tin openers at the best of times, right-handed tin openers, but right-handed tin openers when you broke your right wrist is a complete nightmare, I tell you. Right, I'm going to use Ecoline pens to colour this in. So if that's going to be my background, I'm thinking we'll pull out the lime green from that background for my leaves. Now, do we go for the pink or I think the pink, because I think that blue is going to get chopped off. So we'll go for some pink. But then I think we need some yellow as well. Because you always need yellow, don't you? That one, I think. Okay. So let's get this coloured in then. Right, so I'll start with the petals. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to wet my paintbrush, and hopefully this is the right sort of paper to like pull the colour one way and then the other way. It's like I was saying about that, it's always the little things that disappear, isn't it? It's like I was saying about losing hope under the table. Yeah, the little stamp that said hope of the small words. And it's always the one that you want to use that you seem to have misplaced. Yeah, Caroline, it's true. Yeah, when you squeeze them shut, it really is. And then, I mean, I used to tie myself in knots trying to use them the opposite way round, and it doesn't work. But it's the turning the that thing, the butterfly bit away from you. Nightmare. That's all right, Barbara. Lovely to have you here. This is such a beautiful stamped colour. I love it. I mean, I've just gone for the one colour today, but I've done it in all sorts of different colours, and I started off yellow in the middle and then gone through like shades of peach to the outside, and blues and purples and reds. It's just gorgeous. Right, so that's that bit, and then I'm going to do the stem. Yeah, corned beef tins, and sardines as well. They can be a nightmare. Every so often I used to go down to London and go to Anything Left-Handed in Beak Street. I don't know if it's still there, to be honest. That was like before online stuff was available. Okay, and then the middle bit. We go yellow all over, and then I'm just going to mix a bit of the yellow with a bit of the pink. And then just add a little bit shading round around the edge. There we go. So, right, looking at this, it's not far off being dry. So I'm going to ask Bev and Sam now. Bev and Sam, can I use a heat gun on ultra thick gel medium? Or does it tend to bubble? Yes, I use left-handed. No, I use right-handed scissors in my left hand. Right, I think I'm just going to play it safe and use some scissors and cut off around the edge. While it's still damp. Okay, so I'm thinking that's going to look all right, isn't it? Somewhere on here, I'm sure I had a white card. So I was going to stick the whole thing on. And I've buried it now. It's here somewhere. Let's see. It's not bad. Not bad. It's getting there. Right, get rid of the rubbish. Right. I don't like the fact that the edges of that aren't very straight. So, I don't know if this is going to work. Keep saying that, don't I? I'm going to have a go at chopping the edges with my guillotine. Might work, might not. Oops. Yeah, not very well. Probably better off using a Crafty knife. There is one here somewhere. Nearly. Right, and then what I want to do is use some coordinating ink just to go around the edge. And I think I'm going to go for picked raspberry. I'll find a sponge. There we go. Actually, no, I'm not going to go for picked raspberry. I'm going to go for seedless preserves, which is like just a slightly darker shade, and it goes with that as well. So it sort of brings the two together. Okay. So I've put that on there now. That works, doesn't it? I can't use left-handed scissors at all. It's like my hands are pushing the blades apart as I'm cutting with them. Yeah, I very quickly lose them. The only pair of decent left-handed scissors that I ever had was a pair that I bought from Anything Left-Handed in Beak Street back in the 80s. And they were great, but I've not had a pair since that I could get on with at all. Right, I've just put mark on that, but it's okay because this is going over the top of it. So I'm just thinking, actually, what I am going to do, I'm going to put a little bit, I'm going to use, if I can find it quickly, Midoti stencil, this is it. Okay. And a bit of Twisted Citron ink. Up there. And down there. And I'm going to put the double-sided tape on this. If I can find the end, here we go. Put an extra bit in the middle because you never know when it's textured. Sometimes it doesn't quite lie completely flat, but that's okay. We can work around it. I can't even get the back of the tape now. See, this is why I don't like doing double-sided tape live. Because it's just not giving up its back. There we go. Just talk amongst yourselves a minute while I inwardly swear lots at this double-sided sticky tape. Nearly there. Just one more bit after this one. Don't know if my comments have stopped. Oh no, don't know if my comments have stopped or if they're still going. They've disappeared completely now. Right, so that way up or the other way up? What do we think? That way up, I think. There we go. And then I'm just going to shape this a little bit because it's tending to curl upwards rather than the other way. Right, I'm going to do this with this is 3D foam. Right, so a bit on each of the leaves. Oh, that's too big. Okay. Right, so I think as well as that, I'm going to just add a few spots of the glitter glue on the flower centre. Okay. And then, somewhere on this table, I've got some liquid pearls that are pink. I'm sure. This one's called Orchid. So I think I'll put... So this is liquid pearls, sort of finishes like 3D. Put 3 there. And 3 there. And then all I need now is a little sentiment. So, get out my small words. So let's have a look. We could have remember every moment, live for now, be beautiful, wild and free. Any preference? What do we think? I'm thinking, because I've spotted it, remember every moment might be a nice one to just add in at the bottom here. I don't think I'm getting everybody's comment. Oh, Kim says wild and free. Okay, I'll go for wild and free then. Hopefully I can find that one quick. There we go, wild and free. Right. So I'll use my border Skinny Slim and I'll do it in black ink. And there we go. So let's lift that up a bit. What can I put it on top of? I'll just hold it up with my hands. As you can see, plenty of texture on there. And that's just with a few scraps of paper and a few scraps of lace and ribbon or anything you can find, really. What I had thought about doing, I'd found a bit of Hessian and some corrugated card as well, and I was thinking I might put a bit of that on, but I don't think it needs it, and it would cover up those colours, wouldn't it? So I think I'm pretty happy with that. Relatively quick one, but there you go. So hope you enjoyed that. I hope you will enter the challenge. It runs right till the end of the month. You can enter up to 3 times. Anything with texture on it, and texture can be interpreted, like I said, in so many different ways. If you haven't seen Bev's fantastic live from on YouTube last night, then go and catch up with that. because it's certainly got me thinking about lots of things that I can scrapbook or journal with. And Bev will be live in Crafting Together with All Brands tomorrow. And then on Friday, she will be live on TikTok. So hope you can join in with some of those. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time. All right, take care. Bye. Excuse me.